This episode of The Devinwade Show is brought to you by Ace the Engineer, the only other audio engineer I trust to mix The Devinwade Show. If you want your stuff to sound professional, make sure to hit up Ace the Engineer, unless he's with like Beyonce or Patti LaBelle or some shit like that at the moment. Follow Ace the Engineer on IG at Ace the Engineer.
Savannah Britt?
Anyway, anyway.
Champion.
Anyway.
Diego, don't you give my love to Belinda, Mariana. Don't you make me wait till mañana. Diego, don't you give my love to Belinda, Isabella. I'm your only Nutella.
Hey.
Ay, 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 ay. I know you got a lot of girls, yeah. See this sunshine, you got a lot of girls, yeah. You been lying to us all, you got a lot of girls, yeah. Oh yeah, oh don't break my heart. Baby, go down, go down, go down, go down. You was a naughty boo. You go all around town, looking for a boo. Baby, no lie. Oh yeah, I know the game to play. It go down every day, baby. Yeah. Don't you give my love to Belinda, Mariana. Don't you make me wait till mañana, Diego. Don't you give my love to Belinda, Isabella. I'm your only Nutella. Ay, 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 ay.
Hey, what up, though? Welcome to another episode of The Devinwade Show. My name is DJ Chelsea Lee, and I'm going to introduce you to the host, DevNasty.
Exactly. What up? I am your host of The Devinwade Show, Dev, also known as DevNasty. I'm a little tongue twisted with the because everything got real like zesty, and I don't know whether that shit was African or Puerto Rican.
That's why I said just say island. Just say islandish.
It was real islandish or whatever
islanders.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Caribbean.
But you are tuned in to The Devinwade Show. I am Mr. Choke Your Mom Out, Choke Your Pop Out, DevNasty. And today we have another special guest. We've been bringing y'all special guests. But before we get to the special guest, we always gotta introduce the man next to me. He is the sex scene king. He is the Thurman Street pumper and humper. Porter Rich, the Puerto Rican pervert, is in the building.
I thought I missed pervert, but it's all love.
Also the Camden City veteran with the Camden City veteran.
Yeah. We definitely do that, man. CMD vibe. Shout out to all my Camden City natives, man. You know, we running around. We just rep where that's all. We rep home. We love home.
CMD. And also from CMD, to my far left, she is the Water Kingdom herself. Wally Water Kingdom, the fashionista, and she's super fashion. She look like she running for office. So I'm getting real like Michelle Obama vibes, you know what I mean? Kamala Harris type vibes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Like that's
very
crazy.
professional today, yes.
Or like a
go.
Colombian drug lord killer.
Right.
Like Queen of the Southside Blanco.
Exactly, right, exactly. And that is Waleska D in the building.
Hello, beautiful people. Kisses to all of y'all. I've been giving y'all a lot of kisses lately.
And a crazy watch, and we ain't gonna talk about what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna hide that.
Yeah, and our special guest today is a mogul. She's all over the motherfucking globe. You know what I'm saying? You could find her in New York. You could find her in LA, but you could also find her in Africa. With our people. My accent is trash. We have a PR mogul. Savannah Britt is in the building.
Yes.
What's going on with you? How did we get you here?
I'm outside.
Oh, okay.
I've been making PSAs. I'm outside. So
Okay. What you got going on right now? What's up with you? That song, Diego. Who the fuck is this nigga? Because you singing about this nigga Diego. Who is he, yo? What's good?
You know, I just been working a lot. You know, I moved to Nigeria in 2019, and then I came back because of COVID. And I'm back out here in these streets. You know, the Brit print. We're working on a lot of big things. Always working on things. We got Juneteenth coming up. Got 2 activations also coming up this month as well that I haven't announced yet. But I guess I could say it now because, you know, by the time this comes out.
Yeah, good.
We're doing an activation with an influencer named Chloe. She's from Nigeria. She's like the Cardi B of Nigeria. She's coming out here doing an activation with her and her beauty line. Always working on 1,000,001 things. I can't stress it enough. Label stuff some days, other days, my personal stuff, my music.
Yeah, so I kind of want to double back to that intro because I never knew you to do music. I never knew nothing about it. And then one day just go down the feed and she on there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I wouldn't, when a person, because first it went up, it was like a picture, and it's like, okay, this is the single. Mm-hmm. But you assume, you know what I mean? They're going to come with some basic shit, some rap shit. I don't even know how it was going to come. I didn't think it was going to be the Afrobeat, type of style. Like, what made you go that vibe?
So, I've been wanting to make this transition from PR to A&Ring for a while. So that was really big about moving to Nigeria, was just creatively collaborating with more musicians around the planet. So I just made it my objective to make sure I'm bridging that gap between the continent and back here in America. And I just love Afro beats. Like, it's just so...
contagious.
Yes, it's so contagious. Like, it just makes you want to move. I just love the themes that they sing about and the culture. And at the end of the day, we're all urban dwellers, so everything we make is Afro fusion. Like, even R&B,
And those things spark something in us because of who we really are as people. Because, I am a photographer as well. And when I'm at like an African wedding, I feel something. I feel like these are the beats or the sounds that I've been missing my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So I know somewhat about that. But what I wanted to know is I wanted you to tell us, one, what are some of the misconceptions that people have here about Africa?
Everybody, well, first things first. People are like, what's Africa like? Africa is a huge continent,
right?
Right. So I've been all over Africa. I've been to South Africa. I've been to the Gambia. I've been to Ghana, and they're all so different. Each place that you go in Africa is unique. A lot of people here, they see the infomercials. They think that people are starving in Africa, and yes, poverty is real. But at the same time, there's a whole other side of Africa that people aren't familiar with, like Nigeria. Like, some of the top richest black people in the world, they're all from Nigeria. Like, when I'm out there, I'm hanging out with oil tycoons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm from Nigeria. I did my ancestry and my joint heavy Nigeria. Straight up.
Shout out to Ancestry.com. Listen,
word up. My joint is high on the Nigerians.
Yeah. Wait, but let me ask you something real quick, not to be inappropriate or rude. But there's some Nigerian scammers out there.
Yes, cybercrime is high.
And why did they get into that? Can you explain that?
So this is the thing.
They be on Craigslist heavy.
Yes, they are out here.
I get what she's saying, but
I never understood that.
That's of all nationalities.
But you're talking about the ones that say, like, I'm a prince and I need you to send me some bread?
No, not the ones that say, I own an apartment building, rent this building or rent this house, send me the money, and I'll send you the key.
This is Michelle Obama.
I think that's in all those countries where just like in certain parts they're like less fortunate, because that's in Pakistan.
They got a niche.
That's in Pakistan. That's not just in Africa. That's all over in these countries where like certain parts of them, I just feel like they might not be as fortunate as the other parts. So niggas trying to get money.
Niggas will call you and tell you to pay your PSE&G bill that you already paid.
Oh, they some smart scammers.
And they attacking them. The reason why I think they put the microscope on Americans because we just, we want everything. We silly. We want to do everything quick overnight.
We're dumb.
So they send us $1 million and then you get $2 million. You're like, this is easy.
What I wanted to ask you now, and because I know Dev said there are some misconceptions. There are some things that's said about Africa. And I want to ask you, like, have you ever been to a certain part of Africa where they looked at you like, you not this African. We get what you're trying to say, but you like that African, not this African.
So yeah, for sure. One thing I realized living out in Africa for so long was they call me Black American. So for the longest time, maybe I would say African American. That just doesn't even register for them out there. So to them, I am Black American. So I stand in that now, and that's what I call myself. And I mean, even when I'm just out and about walking, they just know I'm not from there. Something, the pep in my step or something.
Sometimes they don't fuck with me at the wedding either. I'll be there. I can feel the fucking vibes. They like, nigga, you not really us.
You went through a lot at the weddings usually.
Yeah, I do. Because I hear the music and I feel like these is my people, and they looking at me like, not so fast, nigga.
Like, you ain't that.
Like, you are not us, nigga.
But they embrace you though. Like, they love meeting Black Americans.
Right.
Like, our culture is everywhere around the world. So to meet a Black American is like a really cool experience for them. It's such a full circle moment for all of us involved,
And then they still got different races out there too that like, because the white people be out there, but they white Africans.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something different.
Correct me, right? If I'm wrong.
When I was in South Africa, that was the first country I ever went to in Africa, and it was like mainly white people. I was like, is this Africa? Are you sure? So that's how South Africa was. Nigeria, it's predominantly visually black people, but there are a lot of other races coming in. You know, Asians are coming in. They've taken it by storm. Lebanese are out there strong.
Really?
Yeah. So I think it's so important that black people get back to the continent now.
What's your favorite place to go to? Because I'm actually planning a trip with my boyfriend whenever we can go out there safely. And I wanted to go to South Africa, but I thought that was kind of like taboo. That's where everybody goes. Would that be a place?
No, South Africa's nice too. I love South Africa. I've been to Johannesburg. I want to go to Cape Town. But if you're going to Africa for the first time, I would say go to Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, Accra. So nice.
Let me take that note.
I know the Nigerian dude asked me, and he said this, he was dead up. He wanted to go to Camden so bad. He said, show me Camden. Take me to Camden. I heard they shoot people there. They kill each other. This is unbelievable. Take me now.
That's not
I was like, well, you talking to an African man or an Indian man?
I know. I was a little confused with the accent.
I'm trying my best here. That's how he sounded when he was telling me, but he was dead up like, I want to see it. But I say that to say, in my head, I thought it was like all war torn or something going over there. He was explaining to me that he was like, in Africa, a lot of places, what's going on is more like militant. He was like, what he told me was like, we don't kill the person that live in an apartment down from us. We not like killing the people in the apartment. Like, he was mind blown by the Camden. Like, these are neighbors growing up with each other that's shooting each other over the dumbest shit in the world. And he couldn't wrap his head around it to the point where he's like, I must see it. Take me there. Like, that's how it was. He was a science, like an engineer over here. So
at least he visioned that and spotted that's not normal, because it's not. It's a real big trick that they put on our people. It's the trick, one of the worst tricks ever for the longest time that they put on us, to be able to like really like hating each other and consider each other the enemy.
Yeah.
And we always got to talk about this too, because you also are in a male-dominated industry. Is there any difference at all between the way the men act here and over there, or is it the same no matter where you go on the fucking earth?
Oh yeah, it's different. Chivalry's not dead over there, I will say that. Men like to treat you like a queen.
Yep.
I will say, okay, let's drop a bomb to that one.
I've watched enough. When you come in the house, all the kids gotta. I said, shit, I'm gonna train my family like that.
Yes.
She got her shit out natural, you feel me?
And they love that too. The men out there love natural. Like, I'll go out, like places here that I feel like I look a mess going outside, no makeup on. Right. When I go out there, they still coming up to me. They still want to pay for my meals, everything. Like, it's just a vibe out there. Like, they see true beauty. Like, they recognize black beauty, which is really cool. I think that being here in America, there's this Eurocentric standard of beauty that they make black women even abide to. And it's like, even black men kind of sometimes play into it. So out there, it's really cool. They love their black queens. They love to treat you like a queen. Now, I will say the cheating rates are still exactly the same.
Niggas gonna be niggas.
Okay.
While you here and we discussing this, it's a must that I flip it, because I need to know, how is it for us, the men? How do the African queens treat us like out there? You know?
Oh, they love American men. Yeah, y'all
We
good.
heavy?
Oh yeah.
We good?
Yeah.
Porter's on his
what
way.
you're looking for?
I'm just chilling.
No, I said you're what they're looking for.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they want that.
Right.
Yes.
Listen, the
Vibes.
Thurman Street Pumper coming to an African country near you.
I'm going to Ghana.
Yes.
I'm going to Ghana.
Yes.
How do they feel about business women out there, though? Like, when you're conducting business or anything in that regard, do you feel like it's kind of like how it is out here, or do they respect you and how you're coming and how you're conducting yourself?
I would say it's the same as out here, where you face those challenges in these male-dominated rooms.
Yeah.
And then out there, they haven't had a women's rights movement. So, like I said, I might get treated like a queen and stuff like that, but oftentimes a part of the conversation is leading to oppression of women. So there is still that there. You know, I definitely had to fight some walls that I would not have to fight here necessarily. Like a human resources department would not entertain. But, you know, it's the culture, you know? And going out there, like, as much as you go out there with your American mentality, at the same time, I always told myself, like, it's like stepping in a time machine. Like, I'm stepping into their world. And sometimes it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Do you speak? Do you speak any of the languages, like the African languages?
No, none. Okay. Just like some words here and there. Yeah. Some.
It's all good. I was interested because I'm interested in how you communicate and how you maybe. I'm thinking maybe you are fluent in it, and that's why I wanted to know. I was like,
coming soon.
Nah, that's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up, and nothing wrong with it.
I mean, that's good to know because I would have, I wondered how they conduct themselves. Because over here it could be rough for y'all. You're doing business. You're a beautiful person. People are going to be like, I'm trying to see what I could get out of this. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know whether over there, if it was more like direct. Because one thing that I could say about my experience with African people is they're very, very direct.
They are direct.
Whatever they think about you just comes out right now. So if he just like, your breath stink, you need a breath mint now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just gonna say that shit right
I love that part, though. Like, I love that they're so bold. Like, Nigerians, like, hanging out with Nigerians was such a cool experience because they're so straightforward. And, like you said, direct. So that was, like, a personality trait that I adopt. Like, I came back here, I'm just saying whatever. They're like, damn, Sav, you saying whatever? I'm like, yeah, I am. Like, you know?
Right.
So... Cool.
So, another thing I want to talk about, and this is for everybody. Everybody at home could chime in the comments. I wanted to talk about dating your equal and what you think of that. Do you think that a person, and this is for everybody, when they're looking at a relationship, that you need to go into it as equal level people and whatever concept you have of that?
Do you need to go into it like that?
Yeah, like when you do you think that people should date their equal? And what I mean, I'm talking about whatever it is, whether it's finances, popular, like whatever it is. What do you think?
I think I personally think it might work. Just reason being, you guys can understand one another and your own experiences and what both of y'all are kind of going through when it comes to like, it could be different industries, but this person might be a professional athlete. This one might be, a multimillionaire, like businesswoman or whatever the case may be. And they're going through the same things. They're just in different fields. But I think they'll have a better understanding of, each other rather than having one that's not going through those things and not being understanding to the other person and what they're going through. So I think it'll create a really good foundation for the relationship rather than trying to not teach someone, but show someone how to like, or explain to someone what you're going through and having to go through that whole process.
Or groom them. Yeah,
or groom them.
Yeah, because I wonder, when women are in like powerful positions or whatever like that, I know that for a lot of men, it could be like intimidating. So what is your feeling on that? Because it could be somebody at home watching this right now and they try and be Diego. But Diego, he work, he got a job, but it ain't paying too crazy. Diego, he could dance, he got everything else.
Salsa.
He could cook.
Yeah, he got all of that going on. But Diego, at the end of the day, he work at, Thriftway. You know what I mean?
I was waiting for you to say something silly.
I don't know. I just anything. You know what I'm saying? He's not bringing home the bacon like that, but he a good dude. What do you think about stuff like that? And what's your feelings on that?
So I'm all about meeting guys that match my energy and level that I'm at. However, I'm very realistic as well. Like, for instance, like the last guy I was dealing with was a speech pathologist, and he got laid off because of the pandemic. But he's like a whole Ivy League grad, so I was open-minded. You get what I'm saying? But that was a whole other story. Do we have time?
Go ahead.
Break it down. We got all the time.
He ended up lying about his age.
No.
So I had to stop talking to him.
Was he older or younger?
He was older than what he said.
Yeah, they always older.
Why would he lie?
If I told you.
I'm going to believe you because this happened to my mom.
How old, though?
This could be crazy.
How old?
He said he was 36. I did a background check. 57.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, but did he look like 36?
That nigga must have looked at somewhat decent.
Was he from Africa?
Yes.
See?
Listen, man.
What's that? Black don't crack.
Black don't
Sav,
crack.
how did he look?
He looked 40 something.
So would you say he was heavy on the sea moss?
Heavy on the sea moss.
Heavy on the
He had to be.
Randy Moss.
Heavy on the sea moss.
Let me stop.
In the wheatgrass.
She said in the wheatgrass.
He was really shot Moss because the nigga was lying like Bow Wow, nigga. Straight
Don't
up.
talk about wheatgrass here, because I get wheatgrass wasted. Like, don't talk about that.
I'm a wheatgrass queen. I love
Yeah,
me
I
some
fucks
wheatgrass.
with
Let's back
Yeah.
up. So you meet this gentleman. He's pushing 60. So wait a minute. Hold on. I really gotta go.
Hold on, when you found out he was 57.
Wait, say it
He's
again?
pushing 60, right?
Yeah,
57.
AARP.
But
That nigga lied about a whole dub.
She said AARP.
yes, he lied about a whole dub. So you meet this dude. He come up to you. Was his vibe older gentleman, or is it harder to detect because he's from Africa and he don't have the American? You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell, all right, that's American bull. Maybe you like, I don't know how older African bulls act. Mm-hmm. Was that the factor? How did
Combination of everything you just said.
Okay.
So it was like, he had a young spirit because he likes to like turn up and go out.
C-Moss was chocolate.
You're gonna make me cry, yo.
She said he liked to turn up.
I'm just trying to see how this nigga got the finesse of the
57.
year. He's that nigga. You talk about Nigerian scammers or whatever that she talked about. Salute
He
to
was
him.
Ghanaian. I'm just putting that on record.
All right.
He was Ghanaian.
Nah, but that energy, listen, don't get it fucked up. That energy be out there, nigga. I be in the gym. It be niggas they grade up. You know they like 50 cent. Them niggas just pull up. They laughing at the young niggas. They flexing. They getting silly. Yeah, so his niggas out
One of
there
them.
energy still.
What was
too.
Yeah.
his reasoning for lying about his age?
Ooh, the story. The plot thickens. So I had approached him about it, and he said to me, this is a really sensitive topic because when I came to this country, I came with my cousin's ID. So any age that's listed out there is not my real age. But it sounded so rehearsed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I went through his wallet when he wasn't looking. And it had his same birthday that we had celebrated back in October with the year and everything, like 57.
So hold on, this is the question.
You was like, what's up with these years?
How long was
What's up with
this?
these
Listen,
years?
how long was the relationship?
It was just a quarantine thing.
It was a quarantine thing.
Yeah.
So was he like, yo, you can't meet my mom because of quarantine? Because his mom got to be like, old as shit. You feel what I'm saying? So like that
Oh,
would have been
shit.
like,
I didn't even
you
think
feel what
about
I'm
that.
saying?
I
Like
didn't
that's
think
what
about
it kind of
that.
gave it
That's so
away.
true.
Where it's just like, yo, why's your mom? When's your mom have you, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know you
Nah,
could still
real
get
shit.
pregnant at 50, like that. You know what I mean? Like how did he finesse this?
I
Was it in the bed? Because you know,
Mm.
if he,
I mean,
if he
listen,
laid
it
it
was-
down and he
listen.
had a nice body,
Old nigga, you a young dick.
He made it to that level?
oh my god. No, guys, I'm not ashamed because I filmed story time
No,
on
that's
this. I just
right.
haven't dropped it yet on YouTube, but I did film a story time for this. It was lifestyle, like he was living in Edgewater, you know, good vibes, like you know, drove a nice
Right.
car, career, everything was good, cool vibes, like the same interests as me. I did think he was older though. I will say that at one point, like I used to call him my old head, right? And then he told me he was 36. Like he like reiterated it, and I was like, well, I guess maybe he's 36.
Nigga could have went with 46.
My question,
Nigga was 30.
listen, was the dick 28?
28 years old.
I'm asking listen, because I'm trying to see where I'm gonna be in the future. This
Yeah.
nigga might give me
You trying to
hope.
see if the nigga was still swinging at 57? Was
I'm
he
like-
still swinging for the fence?
I'm saying if he's still
Listen,
swinging, that
you
shit
wasn't
just give me a
complaining?
different type of-
Okay,
You
period.
was complaining about just the age, not that.
Period.
I know that's right.
That's what I'm saying. So this nigga, yo, salute to you, man, for
you
giving
didn't
us
have to
such
lie,
a
bro. You lied for nothing. You didn't have to lie. You could have came clean and it
So
would
wait.
have been all good.
So you broke up with him.
Yes.
So what was that conversation like?
I mean, he wasn't my boyfriend. You know, we
No,
just
but
talking,
right.
yeah, cut him off. Well, the conversation was that conversation, right? But I mean, we've linked. I don't know. It's dead. It's dead now. It's completely dead. It's just like after the age conversation, it was just like
Because
okay.
he lied about
do you
it.
understand
Right.
what
It was a joke from there.
He never been honest about it after that.
Well, the thing is that he kept trying to carry the lie. You know what I mean? And that
okay.
to me was like, oh, you're gross. Like, ew.
I
Like,
mean, he gotta commit to it at that point. You know what I mean? He just he go ride with that to the end. You just don't understand what he pulled off. he was living a dream. Do you understand?
That
Where he
nigga was wildin'. He probably
Wildin', thank
after
you.
one lie, you gotta just keep telling more, and it gets ugly. He probably was gonna tell you some little dumb shit, like, no, I'm really 36 in dog years.
But listen,
that shit don't even like.
Porter,
dog years,
Porter, we
though.
gotta really. I'm trying to take a deep psycho. You know what I mean? Like psycho dive into what this man is thinking. Right? He sees Sav Britt, she popping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he know that if he says hello, I'm Diego, and I'm just going to use Diego. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm Diego, and I'm 57 years old. It's not happening.
She might have not said.
No, she's going to shoot him.
What would you have done?
I would have kept an open mind because I'm serious.
The honesty would have been big.
He's very attractive.
But
he's very attractive.
But the honesty would have been big for you.
Yes. Yes.
The honesty
when
would have
you
been
lie,
respected.
that means when you lie, that means you're a liar.
Right.
So
Nah,
we're
absolutely.
done. You know what I mean?
I'm
There's
on the
nowhere
same
to go
shit.
with that.
I'm
Maybe
on the
he
same
decided
shit.
to start lying when he got to 55. Like he lived a truthful life. But because, Sav, let's be honest. When this man tells you he's 57, he knows he has no long-term shot. He knows for a fact that he might, in a perfect world, get the cheeks. But after that, it is over for him. The best thing he could do was say, I'm young looking, I'm in shape, I am 36 years old. Listen, people identifying as all types of shit. If he want to identify as motherfucking 36, that nigga 36, goddamn.
Half of me feels like it's kind of a big deal, but I feel like women lie about their age all the time.
But we shouldn't be, though.
I don't think
Nobody
we should
be lying.
But
Well, women
we
is-
do because, like we talked about earlier, when women get older, people think and feel like our value goes down. So women will say, don't ask me my age and get offended. So instead of lying, we do the don't ask, don't tell.
But that's
real.
like one of
That's
those
real.
that's like one of those old woman code rules that we've accepted and we've embraced. You don't speak women age. Women never really
Facts.
spoke their age, and it's always been like that.
Yeah, they
And
have
and
three
men
dirty 30s,
It's another one of
birthday
those
parties.
dirty rules where men just, we don't have no choice but to fucking accept it because the woman rattled together and they all on the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though
I don't
like,
think it's nothing
I feel as
wrong
though-
with that.
I like what Sav
Older
said
guy.
about just lying, period. Lying, period, is like the wrong thing to do. For anybody out here that's ever chasing anything serious, a business deal, anything you're trying to do, a relationship, a friendship, business, whatever. Because I don't give a fuck what your reasoning is, right? Because a motherfucker could say, like, he could have told Sav, like, yo, no, you just was so amazing. You was so dope. You was so phenomenal that I'm sorry, but no. That be the same reason. The same reason, yeah, right. The same reason you saying you lying actually be the same reason why you was supposed to be honest.
Yes.
In
Talk
a lot
about
of
it.
scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Because you claim you want something so much, or it was so amazing. So this was the reason why you should have came clean and been honorable. Because everybody respect honesty, man. Like,
Especially if he wanted a
people
future.
that deal with it live like that.
You can't go on with your life.
He wasn't
Man, that
getting
nigga, listen.
he wasn't.
That nigga, you know what's crazy about this situation? That the nigga would have ended up dying, right? If Sav would have continued to play the game with him, and then Sav would have, how the fuck you die at 50-something? But you really 79.
He wouldn't know. He was going to hit a rapid aging thing where all of a sudden he aged 20 years in 5 years, and she was like, "Who is this crypt keeper nigga that I'm with right now?" That's what was going to happen, yo. It was going to catch up to him eventually, and he knew that if he said, "I'm 57 from the rip," he stood no chance. Even when even before I got with my girl and I was still in the dating realm, you know what I'm saying? I always said, I actually will say that I was a little older. I was always go the year up because in my mind, I'm already that age. But it do make you feel different being like, man, the bad Jones that's in here right now is 27. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm motherfucking 33, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it like, this is the bad age.
So you're basically saying he used lying as a tool to get young coochie.
Yes, yes, because the 57-year-old version of coochie isn't going to be the same. Like, let's just face the facts. Can we be honest, people?
I mean, he was single, too.
We got to talk about moisture. We got to talk about elasticity. We have to talk about the things that this is going through. Things natural.
But have you had that 57-year-old?
No, but we know things biodegrade. Like, it's just we got to talk about the science. We have to talk about the science.
Dave Chappelle talked about this in two.
It might be
shows
some
ago.
senior oceans out there. Senior,
That's a
like,
fact.
stone cold
I'm
wet
not gonna
bodies.
lie though, my
WAP
great
don't have an
grandma,
age limit.
my great grandma, like
Uh-oh.
she still,
The
like
Lord
God
of the
bless,
Wets.
God bless her soul, but like she still would get horny, like she would still
Yeah.
get like
The grand wet of
the
all the
lady,
wets.
her nurse would say like they would have to change her because she would like literally like try to like they gave her a vibrator and everything because she would still like think of her ex-husband. She still had it in her. She would get wet and
Wow.
everything.
I heard that at the
Freaky.
motherfucking at the old folks' home, they be getting busy.
Nah,
No,
they do.
that's real. You know, like HIV, like one of the fastest growing groups is senior citizens.
Wow.
Because senior citizens are out here having sex unprotected. They're just no
Hey,
regard.
Porter Rich, do you think that's a real stat or is that fake?
What? That's that she just mentioned?
Yeah, the HIV stat. Is that fake?
That's real.
I don't know, man.
They don't
I don't know,
care.
because the only reason why I said it is because he just cracking because the past episodes we was talking about like AIDS, and I just told him that a lot of the people, when that shit was hitting the fan, they was talking about AIDS, like it was like, so the death rate is gonna kill everybody, and then next thing you know, 15 years later, I was still talking to the people that had AIDS, like when it first came out, they were still chilling.
AIDS or HIV?
Both.
Okay.
They had HIV
Okay,
first.
clarity.
No, they had no. You know, they say that HIV normally turns into AIDS.
No,
That's how
that
it was
is
back
how
in the
it-
day.
that is how it
It would
is.
normally turn to AIDS, and AIDS is the death stage. And none of that was really like true to me because once you figured out, once they let magic live, like it was like everybody just with it started finding their way.
You can live with it now. Like you can, if you're taking
Yeah.
your meds consistently, you can reach undetectable levels.
Yeah.
Yo, they
Right.
got
Literally
pills.
undetectable.
They got preventative pills. They have
The
preventative
vaccine's coming too.
Yeah.
My thing be this though, now that type of information is coming out. Before, when like we was first dealing with that shit, when magic and them first, when the shit first hit the fan, and I'm quite sure that this information forever was around and these things was possible. And none of that shit was about. It was really like almost like what we dealing with in a lot of cases when we hearing Ebola, swine flu, all this different shit that's gonna kill us. To me, a lot of shit be like scare tactics is what I'm really like basically getting at and trying to say. That it be like another really like alternative and option if you really kind of like research and look into shit. To
They
me,
might have been trying to sell Trojans.
Maybe possibly too. They had to deal with Trojans when they first came up with the whole shit.
Wait, I have a
Listen,
question.
the house in
No, no,
Virginia
no,
is
no.
very real.
No, yeah, it is.
Are those porta condoms still coming out?
Absolutely,
Porter
protection.
protection.
They call protection. It's coming soon. That's early stages. It's in the early stages. But listen, while I do got the mic, because I want to revert this back to the original question because I didn't get a chance to touch on it, and I know Dev asked about equal. Could you date somebody that shit equal? Does it have to be somebody that shit equal? And no disrespect, I just feel like to the women, I feel like women would probably answer that more where they would say yes. And I'm not even going to say all women because I think I see some women out there. Me and Dev talked earlier, and I see like some situations where I feel as though the woman is the breadwinner. She ain't tripping. She got a good nigga. He don't make as much as her. She love him, and you know it might be smooth sailing. It might be rolling high roll. So I want to say all women, but I will say most women. And I say for us, for me, I know for me anyway, as a man, I just feel as though because we was designed, you know, and it's kind of like already like said in everything, you know, a lot of religious books and just in culture period, like we supposed to be like the providers. We supposed to be like kind of like the protectors. So for me, and don't get me wrong, I'm not doing that for just any woman because there's a lot of women, you know, let's keep it real, there's a lot of women that, you know, they like to finesse and they, you know, they want to have their cake and eat it too. But a dope woman that fuck with me and I fuck with her energy and, you know, you ain't gotta be making no money. Again, I just feel like we the provider. You ain't gotta make what I be making.
But what about she's making the same? What Dev is at is like. What about if y'all both equal?
Oh no,
like
that's more to marry. If you get money and you like to get money like me, then fuck.
Because what I notice is
that
people have people throw around the word equally yoked. And a lot of times they have different definitions of what they
I was gonna
think
even
equally
ask.
yoked
Right.
is. Because equally yoked for some people is we have the same religious belief.
Yes.
We have the same beliefs on how we're going to raise our kids. You know what I'm saying? Or some people might say it's about the bread that we make or what level we are at or popularity, because if you're popular as fuck and nobody knows your dude, he might not understand when you go out and everybody's like, Sav, what up? And he, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand that. So that's what I mean by it could be in any capacity. Do you feel like
I don't
people
think
have
the
to be
money
equal?
has to be.
In my opinion, just for, and I'm gonna let Chelsea go ahead, but in my opinion, I feel that more men, millionaire men, would be willing to accept a natural average school teacher that they're in love with versus millionaire woman taking a male teacher.
Well, that's not the question he asked, though.
No, but kind of, it
Okay.
can be if you're choosing that part as the equal part.
I
you
think
know?
what needs to be.
Okay,
I think
okay.
what definitely needs to be loyal from what I've learned with the equally yoked is like the loyalty to each other that has to be equally yoked. I think what Dev said, like understanding where you're at in life and where I'm at in life, having that understanding. The communication has to be evenly yoked. One person can't want to run from conversation and the other person is always, digging for conversation. Y'all energy has to be evenly yoked. I don't really think the money has to be equal because, like you said, the man most of the time is supposed to be or meant to be.
He the man.
Or is supposed to be the man. You're not going to want to get with a girl that I want my girl to protect me. Like, that's not something that has to be evenly yoked. The loyalty, the respect, your family values, just certain...
I think that's a huge one because if you don't got the same family values, then that's a big fucking crash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the family values, what y'all want to have in the future, and just like how you kind of are in public. You don't want to be with somebody that likes to get fucking fucked up drinking all day and you're the sober one. You don't want to be with somebody who is like smoking weed all day and you like, I'm against that. Like I think there's a lot of certain little things that have to be evenly yoked rather than like the money or the job. But I think it is easier to be with somebody who understands if you're an artist, if you're an actor, if you're a president, whatever it is, you want to be with somebody who has that education, who understands what you want in life. You don't want to be with somebody that you always have to bring up with you, but you want to be with somebody who at least is willing to work with you and understand, hey, this is the role I play in this relationship. I might not have as much money as you. I might not have as much education as you, but we're going to be evenly yoked understanding what role we play in this relationship. Because you can get into something and think like, oh, he's 100 million followers on Instagram. I got 100 million followers on Instagram. Oh, we're meant to be. Then you get together and y'all both button heads because y'all both think y'all the shit.
Absolutely.
That is not going to make sense in the long run. So y'all really have to see what's evenly yoked with the little things before you jump into something.
Because our generation thinks evenly yoked is money. Like we're in that era.
Hell
like,
no.
You gotta have a bag, and he does. But
did y'all hear? Y'all heard that?
We can accommodate if the infrastructure makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Because we're trying to build something here,
right?
And not everybody has $1 million up front. Like there's girls out here these days. I'm not throwing girls under the bus because I'm all for whatever, but that won't deal with a guy that makes $100,000 a year. I'm like, you can do a lot with a dude with $100,000 a year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So equally yoked is exactly what Chelsea said.
I don't think it's. Go ahead.
It's all around. It's evolving. It's never ending. Like, are you constantly matching my energy? That's really what I need.
I don't think it's fair. Sorry, Porter, really quick.
No,
that women come in and they say, I want a man to have this, 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 this. And then we come in a relationship, which I've been noticing a lot, and we kind of don't bring all this stuff that we expect. So we want to have a man to have a job, have, insurance.
But you don't got a job.
Have all this stuff, and you don't have it. So sometimes and the other way around, because men do it too.
Right.
You got to work on yourself. You can't be in there like, oh, I want my woman to have a banging body. I want my woman to have a job. She got to have a business. She got to have a flat stomach and a fat ass. And then you come in there looking like fucking Santa Claus. Like, that don't make no sense.
It
So
doesn't.
I think it's a lot of little things that play a big, important role. So evenly yoked is like, what you bring to the table is what you got to bring to the table. You can't want to eat shrimp and lobster and come with McDonald's and be like, hey, babe, I did my best.
That's a fact.
I think definitely everything y'all saying is 100 and on the money. And I just think to add to that, I think time is so important. Like people don't, we we living in this worldly shit, you know, materialistic world, whatever. It's cool, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of times when we dealing with other people, we really like getting to know one another has really kind of like faded out because of all this other shit, all these hidden agendas that people actually do be together for now or do try to get to know each other for now. When in actuality, like when, you know, you get to know a person, it shouldn't be no time limit on that. Because for real, new shit could come out of a person in 3 years. You could be 2 years smooth sailing. You think you know a motherfucker. And on the third year, they start motherfucking something totally, like, trust me, I've experienced it.
That is
where I be like,
real.
No, I experienced it where I be like, what, nigga, is this the same motherfucking bitch? Like, this is crazy. Excuse my language, but is this the same woman? You know, because the shit that I seen, no, I had to use bitch because
at that point in time, she had just become.
He was passionate. He was
the
passionate.
new shit that came, she was a bitch. But for that, she was a good woman.
It's funny that you say that because growing up, my mom had two different boyfriends, right? And it was crazy was with the first dude, when my mom first got with him, everybody warned my mom, like, yo, he come across like this. That nigga is a killer. He is crazy. He is this, he is that. And he just didn't have that vibe. He was up and up, good job, clean cut. And I remember this day. This is one of these things as a kid I'll never forget. So maybe in his past, he might have had like drug issues and things like that. Because this dude was like dapper, clean cut, everything. He came home one day and looked crazy as hell. And he said something to me. He kept saying, I saw your dad, on repeat over and over again. The dude looked like he jumped out of a swimming pool. That's how drenched he was. My mom was like, go in the room. Cause she didn't know who this fucking person was. I was looking at him like, who is this nigga? And from that moment, it was like he lapsed. And from that moment, he was like the most vicious, terrible, abusive, wild motherfucker. So like you said, how a person could be at first, he was on his Mr. Rogers shit. He was chilling. But that person that everybody kept telling my mom, I'm telling you, that niggas like this, that shit came out. And then after that, this is crazy years, I was older, what you said about the old head dude, my mom started dealing with this dude. I'ma shout him. Shout out to Tony. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. I'ma shout him.
He put his name out
shout
there.
Shout out to Puerto Rican Tony.
Puerto Rican Tony.
Hey, shout out to Tony.
This is what it is. If you from camp, listen, man, this is what it is.
Wait, so, was your cousin?
No, all Puerto Rican might be my cousin. It's a chance.
He might be. I'll show him to you.
He might be Nunez.
But I had never knew what happened. Like, what happened with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, it was cool, whatever the case may be. And my mom felt as though he would be immature about certain things. Like, yo, you just mad immature. Was there like arguments? You know what I mean? So what happened was some mail came to the crib and she went in this whatever, opened this nigga's mail up and revealed his real age.
Stop it. See, me and your mom gotta talk.
And his age was off by like 10 years.
Not the dub, a dime.
It wasn't a dub, but it was a dime.
Dime not too bad.
It was off by so nothing about them was equally yoked.
Right.
He want to do all of this shit that my mom was just like, I'm not on that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's old shit.
Young bullshit.
Yeah.
And you gotta relax.
But that's what happened is he knew when they met, if I tell you what age I am, you gonna be like, listen, young boy, keep it pushing.
Right.
So his way around it was to be like, he lied and said that he was older. You know what I'm saying? So it's the opposite of your situation. So it's like, damn, Bull look good for his age. You feel what I'm saying?
For 40, but really you're 30, honey.
Right. It's like if I met somebody and I met a chick and she was 55 years old and I'm trying to push up like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm 52. She like, damn, this nigga 52, he look right. You know what I'm saying?
It's a shock value.
Yeah, I'm all in there and everything, but then it's like, nah. You know, I lied like a bitch. I lied like shit. For better or for worse, it's funny because we didn't know that you was going to tell that story. I had no idea, right? And this is what I have literally written down right here. I said, if your partner gets sick and can no longer perform certain sexual duties, and they tell you It's okay. Wally, go get some dick elsewhere. It's nothing I could do for you. I'm fucked down. The dick is off the table forever. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. And I want us to still be our unit,
Right.
but I need you to go get that action somewhere else.
Okay.
Are you doing it? Are you taking it?
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm not doing that. You fucking crazy?
Right. Tell them what you're going to do. Tell them what
Gonna
Porter
go-
told you to do.
Nigga, you ain't tell me to do anything. Hell.
Say what Porter told you.
Honestly, I would just get a tour or something at that point. Like,
Put a
I
strap
mean,
on him.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. That's going too
That
far.
might make him feel crazier
Yeah,
if he
that's
got
going
a
too
And why
far.
would he deserve to get a strap on him? Because he lost his meat.
I'm saying he could use his imagination.
No, but you
Yeah, but
said
you
for
gotta
her to
think-
put a strap on him? Is that what you said?
No. He put a strap on.
I was going to say, okay, I'm just making sure I heard you right, because it was Gary throw me off.
Be a stupid motherfucker you fight on your day
Get
off.
my man a strap on, yeah.
Yo,
Get him an
Nah.
arsenal.
No, but you know
vibes.
what it gotta feel like to have like
Get him a collection.
you got the fake hard John right next to your real John. That guy look down and just look. That gotta disappoint you because then it's like a reminder of like what your John ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
People have hardships every day. There's
Bro,
people,
listen.
who
It's not
body dysmorphia.
Trust me, they not tripping. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you why they not tripping.
Of course he know.
No, I got a little story. on this.
I bet you do.
Where I'm definitely not giving you no pass to fuck nobody else. There's no way.
I'm not doing
We'll
it.
divorce first, and then you could go do that. Like, but what I will do is I'll go get an arsenal of dildos. I mentioned this before,
Yeah.
right? We won't get them all sized, the tickling ones, the vibrating ones, the ones
bunny.
I might even get a motherfucker to spit something, so you feel real. It's at home, right?
Nah, but your spin still work.
Well, my spit still work, but I want the dildo to just be so
no, he
real
talking about
active,
something-
like a little,
something
you know.
that shoots.
you
Oh,
might need a
got it,
little
got it,
something on
got
your
it, got it. I
butt
get what you're
still.
saying.
You might need a little something on your butt still, on your stomach, wherever you take it at, right? All right, let's get into it. But my thing is this. No, I'm not doing that, right? Because I had an experience, and this is where I learned to that. This is where I learned, like, no, okay, I know what to do now. I had an experience when I was about 19. We coming out of Club Escape. It's crazy. Everybody knew Club Escape. Crazy. Shout out to all the players and the ballers, everybody. I was young. Was drunk. Crazy. It's crazy. And this night a
crazy.
fight. Listen, this night a fight. No, this night a fight broke out. I'm in motherfucking gators. Niggas is in shoes. We in the slippery shoes, dude.
That's
this
the
was way before-
worst
This way
fights.
before soft bottoms got, you know what I mean, crazy. We in the hard bottoms, nigga. The slippery shit. And shit just got crazy. All I know is I remember getting maced, all this shit. And a girl grabbed me. And the girl was like, no, Richie, come with me. And I'm like, I can't see. And before I got maced, I seen the grabbing the bat. I'm like, yo, get me away from the nigga with the bat. And, you know, whatever. The girl got me home, right? The girl got me home, got me to her crib. And it was, luckily good, it was a girl that I knew. I've been had situations with her. You know what I mean? And this night, we went at it. We did what we normally do after we talked about the wild night, whatever. We went, did what we did. And I probably had like one of those nights that we all have, men. We have a night where we might be too excited before we even actually get into shit. You know what I mean? And we might get into shit and not perform as the experts we think we are or the all-stars we think we are.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the game's over. It's done. You feeling like, the fuck? And then I'm kind of tired too. It done drank me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to dip bats and shit all that. I got maced. So it's just a lot going. It's a lot going on where I really don't feel it. Like I got another round coming back or nothing. And I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, listen, like, and she like, damn, I'm not really like, and I'm like, what do you want? I mean, like, it's probably gonna be at least another half, 20 minutes before we.
Yeah, I need a sandwich or something. You got some.
roll up a Dutch real quick. Nah, because I get back, but it's just
You got some lunch meat. If you got some lunch meat.
But anyway, she was like, listen, that's where I learned that. She was like, no, it's fine. She was like, you cool. She's like, you could do it, but you don't gotta do it. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I got help for you. Hold on. And she went and whipped out this shit. It was like a black joint. And she was like, just hit me with this. And I was like, me? And I'm like,
Yeah, you, bro.
I'm like, well, fuck it. This beats me doing it because I'm tired. So I'm like, you know what? Then listen, no bullshit. Hold my cup. Hold my cup. Because I'm like this in the joint now. I'm like, yo, I'm looking at her and I'm like, all right, here we go.
I'm dead.
And now the same curves that we do as men, you know, we try to hit
Start
certain.
putting those in.
Yeah, I start putting them in like a
Yeah, the angle.
a pickup joint. And she was off the chain. She was like, yeah, go. And it was crazy. I was like, oh, this works.
You probably could add like
That
some
is
more like
hilarious.
impossible, impossible angles and different jabs
Listen,
that
you
you
could have did a
couldn't
bunch
do.
of shit. You actually could have pulled it back out. It's just rubber. You know what I mean? Clean, you make sure it's sanitized. You could have pulled it back out, went back with your face on. You could get freaky.
Wow.
You could do shit. No, I'm just telling you. It's a way to work everything the fuck out.
I think Porter just sold
Can I get
that
my
to
drink?
America, yo.
He sure did.
Can I get my drink? But yeah, listen, if there's a will, there's a way.
And if there's
Understand
a deal,
it.
there's a way too. So was hot, now it's not. I'm putting on you, Wally.
Damn. Why you gotta put it on me right now?
You don't got one?
I got one.
Go ahead, Chels.
Go ahead, Chels.
Music videos.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I still love music videos.
Yeah,
I don't think people put as much love. Like, I remember
Now, that's
watching
real.
MTV, making the video. I remember we were so excited to watch BET, MTV.
Yes.
And people had music videos that you was actually interested in watching. Now I feel like all the music videos is just like, niggas be sitting around on the couch, bitches be twerking.
You're right.
It's a lot of lights. It's a lot of like, just all this artistic shit that just doesn't really make a story.
That shit
Now,
look like the intro to the Devinwade Show. It's just
I
niggas
will
sitting
say
around on couches and shit.
that The Weeknd has came up with some extremely off the wall shit that I'm looking at like this, but I'm like, at least he puts into it where you're actually thinking, wow, do I like it? Do I not? It's doing something to me. It's making me think. But a lot of music videos you watch, you're just like, turn it. I don't need to see it.
That's
I'm
real.
not even excited. I used to actually go online and look up music videos. I don't anymore. Like, it's not exciting to me.
I agree
I
with you.
agree with that one.
And,
That's
and
okay.
I didn't think about so making the video probably not as interesting to people no more because more people have seen what videos look like behind the scenes than before. Everybody that you know's been to a video shoot before to some capacity. So they the mystery of how things is done, whether it's the fog machines, the cameraman, all the people that's there, it's
Everything's like green screen now.
Yeah.
And like, no offense, I love DJ Khaled, but it's like him, the 10 rappers that he got in the video, and they just walking around with a lion and a girl with a fat ass.
We the best.
Like, where's the artistry to that? You know, I just wish there was more like things that made me think or made me feel a certain way when I watched music videos.
Nah, that's real, yo. That's real. What about you, Porter?
What's hot? What was hot? Now it's not. I'm gonna go with legendary hood games. Legendary hood games like Jailbreak, Help Tag, making your popsicle sticks race when it rained. All that shit was hot. I'm talking about hot, nigga. Pitching quarters, pitching pennies, pitching dimes. Yeah. Any like doorbell Dixie, nigga. You can't knock on nobody's door now. You're gonna get shot. Like, so I just feel as though back in the day, all that shit was hot, bro. We created all our own because we was from poverty. Moms didn't have, every mom, matter of fact, little moms, a very little amount of moms was able to go out and get the Atari, the Sega Genesis, the Colecos for motherfuckers. So we had to create a lot of shit. So that shit was hot then. Like when it rained, nigga was running out, go get a popsicle, and then we'd meet you at the curve. Nigga, you what? Nigga, I'm starting from the top, nigga. And it was hot. It was hot. Jailbreak was, listen, for real, Help Tag, Jailbreak, and all shit like that, for real, to me, in my eyes, like, cause I know for my block, we did all that. You know what I mean? Me and my guys that I came up with. And I think that shit helped establish like a lot of camaraderie. You know what I mean? Where you actually get to like learn like the values of helping your friend. You know, how important it is to help your friend if you can. You know
Literally
what I mean?
love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
The kids don't even do that anymore.
That's what I'm telling you.
They don't
All
even
that type shit was on fire. Cause I remember like actually Jailbreak, nigga, when it was like my whole team was caught. And I was the one nigga on the loose. And I was like, I can't get caught. That means it's over for all of us. Like, and I used to be like, no, I'm gonna do something crazy. And I would climb a roof and shit that niggas wouldn't even think of, and to come back and tap the porch from the top of the roof, like, Jailbreak! And everybody, you know what I mean? But I just think that shit was hot. That shit was on fire back in the day. And we don't do that no more. None of it.
What about you, Waleska D? Are you back? You got something?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
I always have a few, but like I don't be trying to do the same, but I always get back to like cosmetic stuff and beauty and all that. Before, like, you know, eyelash extensions were like a thing by real professionals. We used to get them done at the nail salon. like legit at like Hollywood.
Hollywood used to do some of the best in the
Yo,
area.
you would get your eyelashes done from them with this basically hair glue. They would put on the worst thing you could ever do to yourself. And then once them things come off, like you have legit nothing. Like that was hot back then. Like every poppin' chick was getting their lashes done from there for like how much? For like $40 for like a full set?
Cluster lashes. They're coming back again. I just had a girl offer the other day to do them for me.
Oh, I can't.
She was like, you want the mink ones or you want the clusters? I was like, what are they doing clusters out here? Like,
Oh, no.
crazy.
That's
Clusters
like-
it looks crazy at their base.
It just looks like you legit have some crazy shit on your eyes. Like I would never, ever.
Spiders.
I regret doing those type of things. Even back when I said the thin eyebrows, like all that was that all the same
All
era.
same time period.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Mine is cosmetic too. I think something that was hot and now is not is regular teeth. Like regular teeth is just not cool no more.
Look at my teeth.
I got regular teeth and like I feel like you can't have regular teeth no more. Like regular teeth, like you got to get the fake
The
joints.
chiclets.
You need the bricks.
Like
The
I've
Gucci
been
mans.
like the fake Jones. Like I'm ready to just knock all my shits out.
Nah,
and
don't
my
do
shits
that.
is already here. Well, my shits is cool, but my shits ain't as cool as those.
I'm scared. I'm scared because I got little teeth, bro. I don't want to come back from Colombia looking like Mr. Ed, bro. Like looking like I'm ready to bite a nigga the fuck up.
No,
Like,
and when but this
yeah,
the
I
thing.
ain't
Like
with all that.
even with that, like when I say regular teeth, I'm talking about like if your teeth not done, you got golds. The leprechaun color Jones in there.
that's real.
Something else. It's just regular teeth.
Or just get braces.
That's real.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Straight. It's not about the teeth being straight. It's something about regular teeth. It's just not popping right now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm seeing motherfuckers. This teeth look like your teeth look good. And they just like, you see them next time, when they talk, they got a little lisp. Usually it's like a small lisp that
No,
comes
it's a
with
big
it.
list now.
Yeah, it's
Because
just
them shits don't fit.
because
They can't even close their mouth.
It's called horse mouth.
It's just the thing. They've gotten way better with it. So some
Nah, I've
people
seen
shit,
good jobs.
people
I've seen
shit
good
be
jobs.
looking right.
I've
Yeah.
seen
So
good
I'm
jobs.
I'm really serious. I'm thinking about just like, yo, knock mine
Nah.
out. Knock
Just-
mine out. I'm coming back with the
I say just don't let them change like your jaw structure. If the job is gonna change like your jaw structure, then that might not be a good job. Because that's what I see in a lot of like the fucked up jobs. Like the niggas don't even smile the same no more. I'm like, why you smiling like
'Cause
that?
the teeth be so
and they be like, 'cause they like
big.
the new grill. But then you
Yeah.
got some people who actually go get the work done and you really like can't notice it. I mean, they still
You
the
notice
same.
because niggas be smiling like they never smiled before. Yeah, that's when niggas
Cheesing
really
hard as
start doing
shit.
they posts real close to their face. They really want you to see, you know what I mean? They lifting up that top lip, like letting you know. You feel what I'm saying? You all niggas feel me? You know what I'm saying? If I get mine, I'm gonna do that too.
No,
You know
you're
what I'm saying?
not.
I'm just saying.
No, you're not doing that.
It's like it just seems like a rite of passage when you start doing better in life. It's like a kit. It's like a steps. It's like you
It's
know
like
what?
your teeth.
Teeth.
Like
Why?
if a girl spends $20,000 on a booty job, you know she gonna be at the beach. So if somebody spends $20,000 at a teeth job, they gonna be.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you just like, you know
All
what they
day.
do? They go like that.
No, they go like this. The girls go like
no,
this.
They lick the Jones, but then
Yeah, they
they do the shit with the something with their finger in their mouth too. Niggas do some shit. It's like this or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, we ain't with all that.
Yeah, some kind of teeth.
I'd
thing.
rather, to be honest, like sometimes I be thinking like, you know what, I'd rather go get me like a fucking grill or something if my teeth got that, you know what I mean, to that point where like, I don't know, I just don't trust all that shit, Colombia, all that shit, hidden doctors, back third world country doctors and all that shit. It's
Third
cool.
world.
I'm just saying, like I know they gotta be something different because they charging like, you know what I mean, like a 1/4 of what they really charge over here where we from. So, and don't get me wrong, I know living and prices and everything is different out there.
Right.
I know
No,
that
but
has
they
something to
probably
with it.
do a better job because they probably been doing it for such a long time. Like Colombians,
Possibly.
you go get your
Possibly.
body done there because they're the ones that started
They're
doing
really
that.
good,
I
Yeah.
think the
We got a
doctors
lot of-
here
we got a lot
are
of
just overcharging. if you
Right.
I
really
mean,
look
but
at it
let's
like
but
that.
let's just be honest though. This is teeth and all that shit is no different from like an ass job, and we got a lot of women out here who asses are exploding because they went to
that's
the
what
wrong
they.
nigga.
No, they wanted that exploding booty. That's what it was.
No, they didn't.
No.
They just wanted a fatty.
You talking about when the
They
niggas-
just wanted a fatty.
Sometimes
and the
they just be
doctor
putting bullshit in
injected
there.
some shit in there that they didn't know.
Because they went to the
that
alleyway
if they get
and ain't
too
nobody
hard,
tell
if
them
they
to
get hit too hard by the right nigga ramming, it's eventually that shit explodes and blow up like a bomb.
Listen, man. Listen. With that being said, we are out of time.
Don't take me serious.
Wait,
y'all.
I don't get to do what's hot, what's not?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
we need that.
I'm tripping.
We need that. We need that. Because it might be something, you
What
deal
it
with in
is. What it is.
I'm tripping.
Ghana
Britt.
and
Sav
Nigeria.
Britt.
Yeah, we want to hear that. It might be exciting.
What's hot? Was hot. Now it's not.
House phones. House phones.
Mm.
I love house phones, man.
Yeah, me too.
I miss being on the
Real
house
shit.
phone.
I just
Yeah.
copped the crib and I wanted a house phone real bad, and my girl would not
Y'all
let it
just
happen.
miss your mom picking it up like, yo, you still on this bitch? Hang the fuck up.
I like not being as accessible. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like waiting for that phone call at the end of a day. Like, not knowing where somebody's at in the world. Like
Yeah.
that feeling is the best feeling.
And then getting to that voicemail, like, oh my God, let me hear my voicemail. I got like 5 voicemails. Let me go check.
right.
And you hear it and you're like,
Yo, I'm terrible. I don't even check voicemails.
None of us do. And my parents keep leaving them. I keep telling them, stop leaving these voicemails.
Do you remember your last house number?
I do.
I do.
What was it?
It's still active.
No, the only reason because I'm asking because my house number, right? We used to get in so much trouble. Everybody used to be in jail so much that my house number blew up in jail. Like mad niggas from jail used to just be like 9630032, bro. We know what the number is, and everybody used to call my fucking crib. My mom used to be like, man, listen, y'all gotta stop giving this number out.
Yo, remember too with the answering machines, people used to try to get like whatever vibe on the answering machine.
Yes.
So some people might try to play the sexy role. They play something, you know what I mean? You just reach dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, some bullshit.
Or just play the
Smooth
music.
nigga.
Yeah, but yo, what's crazy is my aunts. Shout out Aunt Carla, Aunt Nettie, Moore Street. They had a back and forth, in and out, salt and pepper type rap on the joint with an old school beat. I'm talking about the 80s. And nobody had no shit. I'm busy right now, but what you could do is leave your name and your number in the message to leave a few words at the end of the beep. And if you hang up, that's really beat. I'm Carla, I'm Nettie, we about to go. So jam to the rhythm, everybody say, ho.
Oh shit.
I'll never forget
That was fire.
that shit. CMD, Camden, New Jersey, Moore Street.
That inspired
Grandma's
you,
house.
nigga. That's where you got the rapping shit from, nigga. That's why we got a record out of you, nigga.
Each line, they was back and forth with it, and I'll never forget. I used to call just to hear that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what's up.
But for myself, for Puerto Rico's own, for Wally Water Kingdom,
Mwah.
for the greatest DJ in all the land, Chelsea Lee. You know what I'm saying? For Cynthia, the nasty girl with the cheeks,
Gotta fan this out.
and for Sav, Britt, Chelsea Lee, get us out of here.
American, African, Asian, and Indian. Yeah, them a rev up me engine. But you talk 2 times, Dick and Harry. Them come try to tell me sorry. Me I love it up, me I touch it up. Me not talk about us getting mad. Now I don't wanna break your heart, no. But you know my name is clear, I need to know who
Don't you give my love to Belinda, Mariana. Don't you make me wait till mañana, Diego.